Favorite Drew League story?
Probably the Kobe moment. That was probably by far my favorite because it was just so unexpected. Nobody knew. For him to come out there and play, to go out there and get 45, hit the game-winning shot, and like it was crazy even about that story. The game, we was hooping, me, James, like we going off, Kobe going back and forth, and it was like 3 minutes left in the game. The police came to Kobe, was like, all right, let's get you out of here before the game over. He was like, nah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm about to finish the game.
What's up?
He finished the game, hit the game winner. and stood in the middle of the court. Let everybody
touch
you. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
To me, that was like the hardest shit you could, like, it's cold, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's cold. Like, bro, we middle smack dab in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, in the hood. And for him to be like, nah, fuck out of here. I'm not leaving.
Real talk.
I'm about to finish this game.
Love. It's all type of love.
You see what I'm saying?
Welcome to season 2 of Iman Amongst Men. The show that takes an honest look at what it is to be a man in today's world.
We don't shy away from topics most people are too afraid to talk about. We're going to take it all the way there.
It's season 2, y'all. Let's get it. All right, man. Welcome to Iman Amongst Men, presented to you by Uninterrupted. I am your host, Iman Shumper, here with my big brother, Ari. Ari, give it what's up to the people.
What's up, people? I'm Ari, and today we're joined by another special guest. We got a Chicago Bull, 6-time All-Star.
Here we go.
USA gold medalist.
Here we go.
And a future Hall of Famer.
Come on.
Man,
Yeah, future Hall of Famer. Give it up for DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar.
Thank you, man.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
That's crazy, man. I'd have known DeMar, man, if y'all just now listening in, man. I'd have known DeMar since high school, dog.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the first ones that I met that everybody was talking about that was like, he had the star power that everybody else had, but I was like, he just ain't, he don't have the brat thing that I keep, like right, it was like brat kids. I saw too many brat kids too early that was like, they've been sending you shoes since you a kid. Like everything is just like super
exciting and new.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very strange to me because I wasn't ranked till high school, so I was like, I don't know what the fuck you got going on. Like I can't turn it off. But I was like, when I met him, I'm like, he can't turn it off. See, I can hang with him. We was literally leaving the hotel, walking around New York.
Bro, we used to really just hang out. Whatever, if it was camp, when we got the McDonald's Jordan, whatever event we came to, me and him always used to hang out all the time. And I swear, I remember I always used to ask him, like, me being from the West Coast, I used to ask him small shit like, man, what's Chicago like? You know what I mean? Like, I always used to ask him shit like that because I never knew nothing about that side of the states. And we always used to kick it. You would think we went back to like childhood the way we used to hang out.
Straight up, because it feels regular. Like, I always like when you can hang around mods in the league because when you really think about it, the league is extreme.
For sure, yeah.
Like,
What you mean?
Put it in perspective. We broke, right? You go to college, you like broker. Because now you like broke and branched away into another state.
I remember I used to be sending you money.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you just be you know what I'm saying? Like somebody send you $50, you nigga,
Kind of like prison.
Give me 50,000 though.
Right, yeah. Just a little 50,000.
That's nothing.
You see what I'm saying?
50 is like light. Like, and Miles be like, yeah. Like the first time Melo made me pay a tab, it was like 10,000. I was finna tweak. He like, what? He finna smack like, man, it's 10, man.
Right, you make enough.
Yeah, he looking at me like, dude, what is going on? But you remember when you was taking, when y'all was doing the financials, they used to take half my check. So I really didn't know how much I was making, which it was better that way. But I never adjusted to that, so I didn't spend like that. So it's like when you get that, you've seen players in the league that just can't handle it. Like you can't adjust to nothing that's going on. Like your spending habits go up. You start doing stuff you wouldn't normally do. You stop making times because you can't handle what you just like. You got access to everything you never had. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sorry. I was one of them dudes where I'm like, bro, it's like, I like my lit stuff that's lit. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go out. I'm going to have my good time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But it's like, at the end of the day, bro, I'm definitely hopping in a cab if I'm coming.
Man, bro, listen, I'm that way to this day just because I see so many motherfuckers get caught up in this whole persona of thinking like money and fame is everything, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like you ain't got no concrete value of nothing.
Like, like I still fucking go to a fucking Target and go get a $5 T-shirt.
Hey, Target's
like,
a good time.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Target's a good time.
You feel me?
You
like
got daughters though. You can't. That Target's.
He in there all the time anyway.
Yeah,
you gotta find shit to do.
That's the mall.
Basically.
You feel me?
Wow,
now
that
I'm
is the mall.
Straight up, boy.
Yeah.
Well, stop playing. I'll be in the earring session for real.
That is the mall.
Yeah.
Man.
Earrings. Junie accessorizing. That's her thing now.
That's what's fucking me up.
She be putting gloves on. She got little gloves with the fingers out.
It's fucking me up. I work there, shop there all the time. I'm in there for long periods of time if I'm in there, and I never thought about it that way.
Man, that's the mall, man.
Like they don't have to go nowhere.
Man, you go get a bike. You go whatever you want.
That's why they created. That's why they created the sections like that. They starting to call them different things instead of like just that. You know how they usually just be like what is it? It'll be like electronics, and then it'll be like the baby aisle, and then they can set up like shop booths. Like you'll have just the booth over there, but it'd be like instead of that shit being that little ass booth how it used to be back in the day, that might be like
it's a whole section.
Yeah, like mine's cut out. Like you could pay for a little cutout. So it's like shit. This shit damn near the mall. There's real estate out this month. Shit.
Yeah.
That shit just blew my mind.
Some shit. Yeah,
it really just blew my mind.
There. I ain't used to work there, so it didn't blow my mind like that.
That's how I supported you through college. That's where the money comes from. Like somebody got to work.
The theme of today's show is never stop attacking. When you hear that phrase, what comes to mind?
Man, keep going, keep pushing. Don't never let up. You know, when you hit a bumpy road, don't let that slow you down. Just keep pushing. Yeah. Whatever obstacle come your way, keep attacking it. You know what I mean? Don't let nothing shake you, shake your confidence, your energy, your vibe. Just keep going. Whatever it is you believe in.
You feel like you used that throughout your career?
No question. I had to. It was a necessity for me. Just from how I grew up, of just always want to attack in the right direction to make it out of where I was from. Translated over to the lead as well. We go through so much shit, and it's easy to quit and not give your all, but you just gotta keep attacking as much as you can. You know what I mean? When people doubt you, when people, the naysayers say this, that, blah, 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 you name it. You know what I mean? Like, just to still be in the lead this long just shows you how long and how well I just been attacking it. Straight, you know what I mean? You got to.
Real talk. I think when I hear keep attacking, it's crazy because I done had to see different people go through the league, and like you may see somebody in their first couple of years, play against them, it's one way.
Right, yeah.
If they like being with the same franchise, you come back again, or maybe you with a different franchise, you come back and you see them again and they're in a different role in the same uniform, or they in a different uniform and now they got this role where it's like now they different. They got to come at you. So it's like when I think of keep attacking, I just think of minds that go through the league that have evolved and played in different roles.
Sure.
And when I think of your career, I'm like, dog, I remember coming there when y'all wasn't that good, and minds wasn't like, I'm talking to the vets, and they just sort of like talking like, no, we gonna go over here, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Like, and then I done came in there when Miles is like don't let DeRozan touch it right there. Like, why'd you let them touch it? I'm like, bro, that's my man. He gonna get the ball right there before he gonna go. What are you talking about? Like, we finna play one-on-one real quick. Like, it's nothing. Y'all not finna get involved. It's gonna be me and him on the wing. I know what's coming. They like, don't let him touch it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right, cool. It's the same nigga we played a year ago. Yeah, we played him a year ago. Y'all was not tripping. But it's like, when you keep attacking, like he said, when you keep attacking, what they started to get me to understand was the picking spots, which I also noticed that was cool for you. I never got to do that with the Knicks, where it's like they never developed me into these are your 8 shots that you shoot a game, and like I never did that. Like in college and the pros for real, I just was like whatever was there, I just played and tried to make good decisions. But it was never like I'm gonna make sure I shoot 3 of these a game, like, you know what I'm saying? And I start seeing you do that, where I'm like, damn, this attack, like, then I start seeing the shape of it. I'm like, this is raw, like, it's a smooth 24, like, You know what I'm saying? Clear. You ain't gonna notice the 24, but the 24 gonna happen. Like it's gonna be real calm. Too. Yeah, it's gonna be real calm. Shot fake. It's gonna get you in foul trouble, keep you indecisive. I'm like, I see what's happening. So when I think of keep attacking, that's why we even threw that at you, because I'm like, bro, when I think of that, I think of you. When you think of the notion when people say the 2-point game, they talk about the mid-range game and the depth of it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's like aimed at you when people say that?
I do. And with that, it make me more of a asshole towards it.
Because when I think of you and Jimmy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and with that, I look at it from the standpoint too of like, if I could motivate the younger guys to still understand the fundamentals of the game where it all started, don't lose sight of that. Like the threes, doing all, that's cool. I'm not never against that or anything, but sometimes it's a complete game that you could have too, playing basketball. And I think so much of that get lost by so many threes being shot. You know what I mean? You look at some of the greatest players now, they still get to their spots in the mid-range. Kawhi, KD,
straight up,
Devin Booker. These guys live off that. You know what I mean?
Especially at the end of games.
At the end of games. That's your bread and butter.
Gotta make sure.
So for me, I just would still try to give hope and not let guys feel discouraged like it's a problem shooting twos.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
do you ever feel like you gotta adjust, like where it's like, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna keep up because they just shooting it well?
Nah, I think as the older I get, of me just being a fan of the game and understanding the game, it's gonna be a point to where, you know, I'm gonna mix it in just as much as the two, for sure. You know what I mean? I'd be idiotic not to think that way, for sure. But with that, I know what I'm great at. And until you slow that down and make me do something else, I'm gonna keep doing this part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Real talk.
And making the best out of it in those moments. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's good business though.
Yeah, that's a perfect answer.
You love it. As long as you don't keep that shit in Chicago too.
Yeah, please.
Keep that shit right over there.
For sure. Please.
Real talk. When you came into the league, Kobe, Melo, D-Wade, all them played in the post.
Yeah.
Who game do you feel like you had to one? Ooh, Paul Pierce too. Who do you feel like you had to battle the most, and then who did you feel like you had to like steal some of that shit from? Like where it's like, damn, if I don't add this stuff to my game, how am I gonna even live in this 2-3 position?
Being at the time, you remember, shit, I was a 2, so I played primary 2, so I always had to deal with D-Wade, and D-Wade was one
turning that back.
He was a motherfucker, being fast, quick, the way he reject. If he don't got the reject, take your ass in the post, pump fake. And that's where a lot of my game started to come from, using the pump fake from D-Wade, getting to the mid-range, picking your spots, using your athletic ability, getting downhill. Seeing D-Wade so much really made me feel like, you know, shit, I got to add a lot of this aspect to the game. You see what I'm saying?
But now that he said it kind of makes sense. It makes so much sense.
Think about it. Like, D-Wade, I'm going to watch him. I'm in my rookie year playing against him. He caught it in the post. One dribble spent off me. Reversed that bitch, dunked it. And I'm like, oh, my God, how you do? Next time he come down, he get to the same move, one dribble, pump fake, give me in the air, foul. And it's like, yo, this shit is so simple what he doing. You know what I mean? It's just.
But now that he done did it once, I have to respect it.
I have to respect it. And I also looked at that play so many times like, fuck it. All right, let me see how I could add this. You know, I started.
So you start looking at it like, if he did this, he could have just did this.
Yes.
He did this, so he could do this. Like, you really can't stop this shit.
You can't. So with that, it gave me more of a foundation on how to take something, how to use something. Obviously, Kobe was my everything. I learned so much, but seeing D-Wade so much in the East at the 2 position, you had to steal so much from dude because he was so amazing at what he did, and he didn't shoot the 3 like that.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
I think what I'm seeing now that I'm just, because I was a big fan of D-Wade as far as like that Heat D-Wade, that the
first championship.
It was just the footwork that he had when he attacked was so different. And I'm knowing what you saying was like, he'll reject a screen, get downhill, see that you ain't ready to cleanse yet, turn his back, and just sort of get the guard to feel awkward. Like the guard don't really know how to play defense down there, but he not even posting you up. He just turned his back. So you went into post defense and now he just crossing you again or doing something else. But I'm thinking about it. I'm like, bro, it's crazy because that's what he added. The go downhill, but I'm just going to stop for no reason. Like I can 100% just keep dribbling, go up and try and dunk all y'all. Like 9 times out of 10, y'all probably can't stop me in the air. But he stopped and he started turning his back. And then he'll do something, and then it'll just be a wide open layup because dude got to cleanse now.
Change of speed.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, he was amazing at it.
I've never thought of that. Yeah. That's D-Wade. That's crazy. He probably don't even know that.
No, everybody
I've
know.
told him.
Oh, you told him? That's real though. I ain't gonna lie, D-Wade. I ain't telling a lot of niggas what y'all teach me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
He was retired when I told him.
Oh,
exactly. I didn't tell him why he was playing.
Nice.
Exactly.
Retired told him.
No, but it's crazy like how much you can absorb from them. Like who else would you say like was just a nightmare to guard? How was you with Paul Pierce?
See, I didn't have to deal with that. I was the 2. Yeah. I was the 2. You gotta think. Majority of my career, I was the 2, bro.
Paul was playing the 3.
Yeah,
that was later on.
It sucks for me because I Bello didn't care. He'll put me on. He didn't care, so I didn't really care who your position. It was like if you was that,
and they needed that. Like that was the right call. Good job, Bello. Like that.
Oh no, for sure. But I'm saying that I never noticed. For some reason I thought Paul Pierce was the 2. Who was playing 2? Ray was playing 2.
Yeah, Ray
so
was. So
you was chasing Ray?
Chasing Ray.
Jesus Christ, how was
chasing
that?
Ray.
That's awful.
A workout.
That's even then. I remember have to chase motherfuckers like Ray, Rip Hamilton,
JJ.
Oh my Hamilton.
You see what I'm saying? Like chasing these motherfuckers off the floppy. You know, they come down and do this.
Yeah.
You know you in trouble. They gonna curl it. They gonna curl it twice.
And they gonna grab each other arms. Come on, can't squeeze through.
It was brutal guarding those the old school 2-point the 2 guards. Like, they just knew how to fucking play.
Yeah, you
they
all
wouldn't stop.
Shape.
They wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop, bro.
You feel like the 2 guards back then was more in shape than now?
I was just about
for
to
sure. Yeah, bro. It was just even though the game was slower.
It was a physical shape?
It was a physical shape because they'll beat you up. You know what I mean?
And they could take the punishment the whole game.
They could take it. Think about guys like how Paul used to play, how Melo used to play. You got to be physically ready for that. For 48 minutes.
I feel like that's the biggest difference. Like when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, the game's more skilled. The game's going to a place that I totally understand how I could sell more. But when I think about it, I'm like the amount of qualifications you had to meet back then were different. Like you had to be strong enough. You had to be able to last the season. You got to be able to out jump mods. You got to be able to deal with illegal defense. Like
everything. I give you somebody else. I remember I used to hate guarding. That was a 2. Joe Johnson.
Oh my God, he a headache.
Joe Johnson.
Sure did play 2 at 6 cheat code.
Come on.
Bogus.
You feel me?
Joe.
So it's like
bogus.
Forgot about Joe Johnson.
Joe was a
he gonna go to that post.
He gonna go to that post. He big, slow motion with like
I feel like he was doing that lean off 1 foot before a lot of people. Like it was like he wasn't even getting noticed for it. It was like Dirk was doing it and we was
didn't
like
say nothing. Remember, you wouldn't hear a word out his ass.
ISO Joe.
Hear that net.
That motherfucker was incredible.
Bro.
Yeah, he was, man.
That Phoenix Joe.
Oh, we're not even gonna talk about that one. Just go to the Atlanta Joe.
Yeah, just
keep it at Atlanta. Yeah, keep it
straight Atlanta Joe. It's incredible.
That was that whole team. Shout out to that team. I used to like that team, but we put them out. The Bulls put them out.
That's what we do. We got to do, and that's what I need. That's what I need my dog to do. Favorite coach you've had.
Favorite coach. That's tough. I've been honored to play with some great coaches that allowed me to grow and then put no limitations on me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some guys, I hear guys all the time saying, man, I hate playing for this person. Like every coach I've had in the league has been like a fucking blessing to me, honestly. Awesome. From Dwayne Casey to going to Pop to Billy Donovan now, you know, every single one of those guys always set me down. It's like, look, be you. Simple as that. Be you. And that's all you can ask for from a coach.
Straight up.
And many players don't get that. You know what I mean? So
you know I know.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
you know I know.
So it's like I can't even pick one over the other because I feel like if I didn't have one of those, I think I would have got lost in the sauce at some point of feeling boxed in for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you ain't had to go nowhere where they just start making you chuck threes and shit. That shit would have blew you down, dog. It's tough out here with that.
I see it. Yeah,
bro, getting in trouble for making a dunk is the most craziest feeling in the world, dog. Getting off the rim and feeling like, and they
Who
be
got
like,
mad at you
why
for dunking?
you ain't shoot that?
Who got mad
like,
at you for
nigga,
dunking?
I dunked it.
Who got mad at you for that?
I dunked it. I just dunked it. I saw it and I dunked it.
Who got mad? A player
like,
or a
but
coach?
you supposed to get 3. You got us 2.
Yeah.
We need 3.
A player or a
The
coach?
coach, assistant coach, he like, bro, I get it, but you sitting down right now because we need 3 and we need their rotation to never do that again. They gonna do it again. They gonna do it again now because they think they got time to meet you at the rim. You gonna dunk it every time? I'm like, damn. Hypothetical. Damn.
Right. So that convinced you. You was like,
It's like that mentally it could just, it could have turned me up to where it's like, yeah, let's shoot these threes, boy. Like, you feel me? It could have just got me like that, or it could do the other shit where it just be like, damn, bro, what I'm doing? Like, so my game just is gone or something? Like, do I not? You know what I'm saying? Do we not exist?
Yourself,
do we not exist no more in this? Like, I can't do the mush thing at the free throw line to the little jumper off the glass. Like, that's no good. Like, that I'm sitting down for that. You know what I mean? Like, I like it. I love playing ball. Like, I don't want to sit down, but I also want to play like me. Like, I don't want to be thinking while I'm driving downhill. Like, damn, don't pull up, even though I want to pull up.
Yeah, I mean, and you see it now. There's so many guys in our league that's skilled, but they get so boxed in.
Yeah.
And they feel so limited, and with that, they lose confidence. You know what I mean? Like,
or they just question some shit you never seen.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Now you see it on the floor when you're watching. When a basketball move is needed, they don't know how to make it because, damn, I don't want to shoot this 2 because I was supposed to shoot this 3, but he's closing out on me hard. What the fuck else? You see what I'm saying?
You know what you're supposed to do.
Your mind will just question it for a second, and then you do something and just tweak. Like,
see what I'm saying? So it's like, I hate that it boxes in so many people. It's not, everybody can't figure it out. And everybody there's so many guys that have other attributes that could be used.
That's how I feel.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta know how to play with your toys.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to play with your toys. You got all type of toys to play with. You gotta know how to play with them if you're the point guard.
I feel like they'd be called tools.
Huh?
I feel like they'd be called tools.
No, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you a kid, I try and think about it like you a kid. And when you a kid, you play with, like, G.I. Joe. So you got to know how to play with your toys. Like, if I have DeMar on the team and I ain't going to ask DeMar to be J.J. Redick. I'm going to just hype J.J. Redick to do that so that now DeMar can get that bitch and you got to close out the DeMar this one-on-one. Nigga. Like, shit, J.J. Redick over there. Pick your poison. You want the 3 or the 2? What you want? Like, we'll watch both. That's playing with your toys for all you young fellas out there. You gotta play
or knowing your personnel. That's what
KYP is all right. Yeah. That's you know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, way back in the day shit. Yeah, that's a back in the day, like KYP, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expect, like, Marcus Camby and Kurt Thomas to say that to me. Like, KYP, show up KYP. It's like, nah, new school niggas be like, yeah, play with your toys, shorty. Like, make sure you get right. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you get right for your daddy throw them bitches right up out.
Speaking of
throw your toys right out. Go ahead.
Did you have any favorite veterans or veteran teammates?
Yeah, I had a couple. Jared Jack. One of my dogs.
Hey, that's that ball nigga up, man. Yeah. You a good laugh, man. Multiple people name you, man. You a good laugh.
Yeah, Jay Jack, Reggie Evans. That was my
Evans.
That was my big dog. Yeah, them two was real instrumental for me, especially Jay Jack.
Yeah. What'd you learn from him?
First, Jay Jack wouldn't shut the fuck up.
And it was a great thing though.
In a most positive way.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Like, meaning, like, he just stayed on you with every single thing that happened. If it was a play, a possession, anything that happened that you did wrong, he gonna be on you. He gonna break it down, why it happened, how to not let it happen again. You know, how to guard certain player, how to get your shot off, everything. Off the court, everything. You know what I mean? And that would a long way for me because, most vets don't really bring you in like that. They're not very talkative. They don't be giving a fuck about a lot of young dudes and all that. So with him, he took me in. You know what I mean? I remember going to his house when I was Ricky and he had a chef. And I was like, man, what the fuck is this? And he's like, man, it's couscous. Eat it. It's good. And I fell in love with couscous because you see what I'm saying? But it's like little stuff he put me on from knowing where to go eat. Real talk. Everything down the line, it just goes a long way outside of just basketball.
I learned how to order a steak with Jared, man.
See, there you go. See?
Little mentorship.
Yeah, out here eating it well done with a lot of A1 sauce, man.
See?
I was eating that shit burnt as possible, crispy. You hear me? Do my shit like the cookout.
He knew no other way.
Exactly, man. Otis Wayne, hood chef to a good chef. My father used to make it well done for us. Joe, we'll just go with the A1. But Jared, dog, was crazy. Jared, when I first got to the league, because he used to always just, even while I was in college, he would give me jewels. But when I got to the league, when we played them, I'm really like how you said, it's like, bro, he really don't shut up.
Yeah.
Like I'm guarding him off a switch and he real life is just talking, but he's just telling you what's going on, like to the point that you'll damn near get an attitude and take your eye off him. He'll go back to it. He'll make you pay. But he's literally talking so that you all know it ain't nothing going on right now. You by yourself? Yup, you by yourself. He just sitting there. I don't know what he doing. He just sitting there though. You by yourself. Ain't nobody cleansing. Anytime you want to go, DeMar. Anytime. He there though. He there. Real talk. But he'll just be yelling out. I don't know why they ain't got no shot blockers in, but they ain't got no shot blocker, Shump. They don't have a shot blocker, Shump. Do you see a shot blocker, Shump? I don't see a shot blocker, Shump. I think you can out jump everybody at the rim. I don't know why they don't have him in. Like you'll be like, why the fuck? While he playing, he don't got the ball.
Nonstop.
We might be on real talk. We might not even have the ball for our possession, and he's saying this, but it's just constantly talking, constantly being aware, constantly calling where the screen at, if the screen coming, if he's setting a real screen, are we switching before it come near? Like you got to learn to do all those things, and you don't have a lot of veterans that do that because half the veterans want your little young ass to sit down and not take up their time. Like they'll go out there and really get it in, but I know, like if I'm a veteran and you see DeMar, you got to really make a decision on how good do I want him to be and how quick.
That's wild. Yeah, I never thought about that.
It's your job.
Yeah.
I know, but at the same time, it's just like I don't want to see him not succeed. So
for sure.
I wouldn't be able to help myself from helping somebody else. You kind of
fucked up teammate for having the thought, but we hope you make the right decision. Like you probably, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully your wanting to win outweighs that.
Yeah, that's what I just assumed.
But y'all gonna go at it and practice and shit. You not go. But Jared is one of the people like he gonna go at you and then literally after the play he's talking to you. It's like, bro, like sometimes it's like, bro, you just scored on me. Shut the fuck up. Real talk. Yeah, for real talk though. But it's good at the end of the day when you look back on it, you be like, man, that's raw. Like the fact that you go, the fact that you actually gonna look out for niggas. Growing up, Compton, how you feel like it shaped you overall as a person?
It was everything for me. It gave me principle, morals, and a structure on how to stand on something of respecting people in general, men, women, elders, kids, everything. Because you understood your neighbor's struggle. You know what I mean? You understood your friend that lived around the corner struggle. So with that, you never took nothing for granted every time you stepped out there in the streets. You know what I mean? When it was time to walk to school, walking home from school, every little moment was so valuable to me that it just taught me how to always stand on whatever it was that I believed in. You know what I mean? And I carried that over to college and to the NBA. So with Compton, it showed me just how to be a man at a young age. You know what I mean? Like I think, and as I got older, it made me realize how to be a kid again, because so young, I was forced to be so grown in such an aggressive environment. You know what I mean? So with that, you know, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You know what I mean? You think about it. When I was young, I always was the quiet one. I always was the chill one. I always was the cool one, because it was like, growing up, that's just how I show respect. I never want to be the loudest one in the room. I never wanted to make anyone feel less of a person in any type of way. I just want to go about whatever business I had and get it done and go home. You know what I mean? But if
stay out the way, don't bother.
If something would left, I could go further left too. You see what I'm saying? But I never wanted that. So with that, it just showed me like just my principles and whatever it was that I believed in, stick to it, work hard and just, you know, go towards whatever it is that you believed in. And for me, it was always sports, and that's one thing that just kept me on track.
I love that. You always go back and where's Drew League played at?
It's Compton.
Basically,
yeah,
right?
That's what I'm
Compton. So that's why you always playing that?
Yeah, that's why I always playing. I playing it for a couple of reasons. One, I remember my dad, when I was 14, my dad just threw me out there and just get my ass bust at 14 years old. Yes. I was 14.
Is there footage of that?
I'm pretty sure he can find it. He just threw me out there.
How'd he get you on there?
Who would you play it against?
A grown man. Like,
I'm saying who, but it wasn't no NBA guys.
You know who?
That you went against?
Darrell Wright was on the team.
I ain't gonna lie, Darrell a motherfucker.
Oh no, he was cold. You guys, Darrell. I was a kid. I was playing with Darrell. I was a kid. I was playing with Darrell. Right.
See, my pro-am guy was Will Bynum.
Okay.
And then I played against Stefan Hanna. Then Steph Hanna went at it, and Steph got the best of me, got me in foul trouble. Fucking announcer talking all this shit. Twan, you know, they all talking and arguing about the game.
Yeah.
Coaches in there, they got something going. I'm like, man, y'all ain't gonna put me back in. I'm like, they don't get it. But they wasn't thinking what I was thinking. I'm like, bro, if y'all don't let me go back in here, this man, Stefan Hanna, think that I'm chump, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I seen Steph Hanna in college, dog, when I finally got to see him again. Because I was like, I know the feeling of being like young and getting busted pro-am. Well, I saw that man, I made that man play me one-on-one after he had got off an injury. He was looking at me like, bro, like, why you?
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm holding on to this.
But he was, he was looking at me like, because he didn't know who I don't think it didn't click to him that he did that to me. He was just like, you was just part of the line of niggas, like, whatever. Real talk, like whoever I had to go by, you was just there. But I'm like, nah, bro, you was going at me. Like, that's personal. And I'm like 4 or 5 inches taller now, bro. I got deep voice too now. Nah. Like, oh, that shit was lit, bro. You got your get back on Darrell?
No, we was on the same team.
You played with him. You played with him.
I played with
so
him.
the grown man was just doing the.
Yeah, everybody else was right. They was grown men, but they was kicking my ass though. Damn. But it was something that even to this day, the other reason why I play in the Drew is because it's like, if I could be any hope to these kids to come see me play, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
They
like,
don't get to touch you.
They don't get to. They don't get to see. You know, they can't go to Staples Center to go watch NBA games. So for me, it means so much that any little kid that come up here to watch basketball and see an NBA player playing, like, and give them any close. Yeah, up close. You could touch them. You make yourself feel regular. That courage and confidence you give that kid that want to make it out goes so far. You know what I mean?
And not just want to make it out, to want to make it out and then do what you do.
Be like you. You know what I mean? So that's why even to this day I take Drew League so serious, and I always go back and play because it's something like, you know, it's something sentimental to me. You know what I mean? Because I played in it when I was young, and just to see the effect that it have on the community, man, that shit go a long way for me.
Real talk. If y'all don't already, get your ass down to the Drew League. I done played there before. I don't know who team I played on. I just know Game them told me to come in like the middle of the day. They just randomly called me to play.
That's how it works usually. So.
Yeah, I probably could have did better if I got to stretch and warm up with them.
Oh, you didn't even get to warm up?
Oh, I hooped though.
Oh no, I remember that.
Yeah, I hooped. I'm just saying, I ain't get to really, and get active all the way because I didn't even know I was playing when I went and played. That's the beauty of the pro-am though. What's the quickest y'all put together a team to play a pro-am game where it was like, nah, but this team low key lit?
Man, when Kobe played.
You brought Kobe?
No. It was that day. Remember, it was a lockout. It was during the lockout.
Set it up.
Right? And I remember we all was leaving the meeting at UCLA. And Kobe was like, man, I want to play in the Drew League. Like, Drew League wasn't, like, I think it had stopped. Something was going on, but it wasn't no games being played. And Kobe said that, and probably, like, within, like, 2-3 hours, had me, James, like, a bunch of pros down there. The community came out, locked the gym down, packed it out, and hoop.
How? I can't
like in a matter of like 2-3 hours. No
but he also know because he did that at the Rucker. Remember when Kobe?
I know, but it's just amazing that the man could just show up.
Yeah, he just literally
and it's
showed
just
up.
Word of mouth. Like he here. Yeah. He's hooping. They finna hoop. James is here. DeMar's here. Mm-hmm. They hooping. Mm-hmm. And it's just packed out that quick.
Yeah, man, bro, I remember leaving, like driving back to my mama's house, getting a call saying like, meet at Washington Park. Drew League game, Cole coming to play. I'm like, oh shit. Like, all right, I'll be there. You know what I mean? And it just pulled up and we was in there shooting probably like for 3-4 minutes. Cole walked in, threw the ball up and hooped.
That's insane.
Just like that.
He didn't stretch either.
Nah, he literally didn't stretch. He came in, took a couple jump shots, threw the ball up.
He probably was lifting prior. I know how
a whole workout.
Yeah, I know how dude was. Man was doing a whole
man.
Favorite Drew League story?
Favorite Drew League story
or memory?
Or a funny one.
Have you won it?
Man, nah. I lost in the championship probably like 2-3 times. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they gonna stack it. They gonna stack it against you.
Yeah. I lost a couple times. Favorite, probably the Kobe moment. That was probably by far my favorite because it was just so unexpected. Nobody knew. For him to come out there and play, to go out there, get 45, hit the game-winning shot, and like it was crazy even about that story. The game, we was hooping, me, James, like we going off, Kobe going back and forth, and it was like 3 minutes left in the game. The police came to Kobe, was like, all right, let's get you out of here before the game over. He was like, nah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm about to finish the game.
What's up?
He finished the game, hit the game winner. and stood in the middle of the court. Let everybody
touch
you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like Jesus.
To me, that was like the hardest shit you could, like, it's cold, bro. Yeah. Like, it's cold. Like, bro, we middle smack dab in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, in the hood. And for him to be like, nah, fuck out of there, I'm not leaving.
Real talk.
I'm about to finish this game.
Love. It's all type of love.
You see what I'm saying? For him to do that.
For the game of basketball.
Yeah,
I used to love we call it basketball. Shorty love calling it basketball, so he love it.
That's probably my favorite moment.
Oh, that's it.
Dope.
That's it. My favorite one of a Pro-Am, because I don't have a Drew League favorite, but that Chicago Pro-Am, dog.
Which one?
It was at IIT. I don't think they do it anymore.
Yeah, this the one under the tracks.
Oh, all right.
They used to leave that garage door open.
Because it was too hot.
Boy, it was crazy. Will Bynum dropped 40. I don't remember who he was playing, but dog walked this ball down the sideline at least 10 times. Like, I had never seen somebody have this much stamina to score it every time, but he just kept walking it up the side. Everybody would stand up. Oh, yeah. Walk him up, step, hezzy pull, Trey. Come down again, get to the bucket, dunk. Come down again, and one off the glass, whatever, right? He come down, dog, take 2 dribbles with his left, go up, they jump. He brought it down. Their hands went down to block it, and then he windmilled it on his head, Joe, and everybody ran out and was running and doing all the shit. The
game was over.
Yeah, everybody just walked off. Like, nobody wanted to. Like, niggas say niggas don't even want to watch this shit no more. I believe we have time left to go, bro, but mine just was like, we good. Like, we cool for the night. Chicago's good for the night. Wasn't no violence. And that's what I do remember about Pro-Am games being good.
Yeah.
If there was just nobody in the Pro-Am games, and this is for all the NBA players and everybody that do continue to keep going, when it just be nobody there, sometimes you'll hear some fights, some bad shit happen, but think about all the times that you've had where the games is lit, and it's packed, it's standing room only, and people can't really touch. It's like, bro, these are the times that you would think somebody would get into it.
No question.
And it don't be not a ounce of violence in them. Because mine is just like,
exhausted.
Bro, I can't.
You'd be exhausted from screaming
like,
and
I can't
jumping.
believe what I'm looking at. And they, like you said, they in the middle of the hood doing this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they in the middle of it doing this, bro. That's it, man. Man, you gonna make me come play in the Drew, man. I ain't even come play in the Drew.
It's crazy. I'm playing Chicago one this summer.
You gonna play?
Yes.
Where's that now?
They supposed to be bringing back the shot league.
And the Shark, they gonna do it. They probably gonna do it at the old Attack.
Whatever. It was some.
Do it. Tim Grover old gym. Right?
It was by the United Center. I forgot what they said.
Oh,
Grover's old gym.
That's what it is.
That's not by the United Center, right?
That's close enough.
Oh, that's in the Loop. But that's in the
what?
Loop.
No. Grover's gym. It's right off Independence.
Yeah, and
right.
The Loop.
No, that ain't the Loop. The Loop is.
Wherever it is, right. I'm gonna be at. I'm going this summer to play. I tried to last year, but it wasn't
hitting on nothing.
This year I already told him like I'm trying
to come through.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all put together a list for that. Cause we got, if you gonna be playing, especially being a Bull, like you gotta go at somebody. You gotta have somebody.
I want all the smoke.
Yeah,
like,
somebody gonna have to fly in.
I really want to turn it up. Like
y'all go get somebody for him. You know what I'm saying? Like Shot League, that's where it be at. I hope they bring the black court back because that shit fire.
Cold.
Talk about great athletes coming out of Compton prior to you and who's gonna be coming after.
Great. I think it was a player for me that was great, that gave me my motivation and believing I can make it out, was Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun for me was he made it realistic. You know, being from Compton, my dad and his dad was close, and I always used to, when he was at Kentucky, I always used to go to his backyard and shoot on his basketball court. And I always used to be like, I'm shooting on Tayshaun Prince court. Like, you know what I mean? I'm acting like him just because it's like, yo, this is his house. He's from Compton. Like, I felt more like, it felt realistic because he's from here. You know what I mean? So to watch him play at Kentucky, then get drafted by Detroit, to see everything he did there, it made it realistic for me as an athlete being from Compton that I looked up to. So for me, that was dope, and that was my big inspiration. Who I looked up to was Tayshaun.
That is crazy.
Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah,
I was a Jason Kidd guy.
Yeah,
he had nothing to do with Chicago.
Yeah, it's different, of course.
Yeah, he just was good at basketball. That motherfucker was damn good. Damn, Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah.
Hey, he fucking me up, man.
Right, he pulling him out the bag.
D-Wade, Jared. You get DeMar.
Like, it's true.
But I'm just thinking about like the people that it's probably what shaped your
development.
Yeah, your development like that. That is like those is three different players. Like,
yeah. I mean, what I learned at a young age was how to take from certain shit and use it as my imagination. You know what I mean? And I always used to do that shit. Like, I remember being a fucking kid watching wrestling, trying to fucking do the people elbow on the bed.
Straight up.
But that was my imagination, was The Rock doing that shit. You know what I mean? So when it translated over to basketball, I used to always take from certain moments and certain players and certain things and use that to my imagination and kind of like build off that. You know what I mean? And the outcome always came, you know, with the pump fake. Shit, I got it from this person. I watched this.
Straight up.
He did it to me. You know what I mean? So,
that'd be my shit. If you do that shit to me, yeah. And I can't figure out how I'm gonna stop that. I'm like, I need that. That's what the Euro step did to me. The first couple of times niggas did Euro steps, and I'm like,
that's travel.
Yeah.
But it's not. That's what'll piss you off because you know the rules and you know it's not a travel. Yeah. Like when somebody do it and it's just good business.
For me, it's just a gray area because it's like sometimes you do it a certain way, it don't look right, and it do look like it's traveling, but it's not.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do it another way, and it's like, all right, that's cool.
And that shit really a travel. But I just like, when I see certain shit, I'll be like, yeah, if you do it to me and I like can't figure it out, I'm like, damn, I need to learn that. Cause if you could fuck me up with that shit, I'm like, nigga, I don't get fucked up by shit. Like, I believe he did one in college that pissed me off. Like at USC, yeah. Oh, that's what he did.
Oh,
he was the first one that did the. He went here, saw that I cut it off, and stopped in front of me like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like,
I forgot we played in college.
Hell yeah!
Oh my
I was
God.
mad at him. I said, did this nigga just go downhill? And because I jumped the move, he just stopped
my whole
there.
family hated you in college.
What?
Yeah,
bro. You can't be beating me,
bro. We did.
He did. Yeah, they did.
I forgot all about that, bro.
They just beat
I
us.
forgot.
Yeah, we gonna have beef for that. They like, that's your man's, huh?
Right.
They like, oh, that's your man's, huh?
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Damn,
no,
we did play in college.
that shit, yeah, niggas done had history of basketball so raw. I be telling them all the time, like, when I think about everywhere I've been in the world, basketball got something to do with it.
Oh, no question. I mean, it's everything, yeah.
It's so raw.
Yeah, bro, that's the dopest part about it, bro.
If y'all got kids, man, if your kids pick up that ball, man.
Just take you a long way.
It's all you need, bro. 28.5.
Take you a long way.
29.5.
You know, I got a daughter. 28.5. You know, ours is 29, but Junie be in that 28.5. She was looking at it the other day, just, Daddy, let's go work on the game outside. Let's go. Let's go, baby girl. Let's go. Right, let's go. Let's do this. It's time. I knew it. Yeah. She got some new Kyries to fuck up. I don't know why. Yeah, she gotta have like raw. Like right now, she's not. You can't do it on her Michael Jordans. Like,
the whole name?
Oh yeah, they're Michael Jordan shoes. I don't know why, but they are Michael Jordan shoes, and you can't. She don't want to mess those up.
What number?
She don't. You don't play in her. She's not gonna play around in her ones. Nothing Jordan ones. You can't do anything in those. She actually does like to dirty up threes. She do 3s and 4s. She'll actually play in those. Like, but she likes them. It's just she can't help herself. Yeah, she don't want to. I think the only ones that the other ones is the patent leather. She's not messing those up. She told me she needs another pair.
Shiny.
Yeah, she likes those.
See,
Rue too. Rue like those too. They go with her dresses. Rue likes.
Wow. They don't know. I'm like, you don't know. Like niggas was dying. No, but niggas was dying.
How your little girls right now? What they on right now?
My two oldest my two oldest play basketball.
They own it.
Yeah, they own it. Yeah, they love it. My oldest love it. She like, I mean,
she
she been around it like more than anything. She really love it. Like
that's her under the rim, under the mic.
Yeah,
that's her.
Yeah, that's
that shit was so funny.
Yeah, that's her. Like to a T. She just loved the game, bro. Like she'll name every player. I turn on the game. She'll name players like that.
Oh, like she watch it like that.
Oh yeah.
She wearing like basketball outfits to school and shit.
Yeah, she love it. She love it. She put the tights on her shorts like me. Damn. Like everything.
Yeah, so all the extra like the little cute shit niggas used to bring for the.
Yeah, bro. It's like it's that. Even with my son. Like my son is one, but I tell him to go get a bucket. He go get the ball, dunk on a little court like that.
I'll be like,
oh my God.
Yeah, he ready to go.
You know what I mean?
He ready to go.
Yeah. My two oldest. They love it. But my oldest, she the one. She love it. She love it.
Little mama, hold on. Little mama, how old is she?
10.
Damn.
Yeah. She 10.
Washed. We got washed. Yes.
Yeah, she 10.
How old is they then?
DR 10.
No.
My first one?
Second one.
She's 6, about to be 7.
She's 6. Okay.
Yeah, she's 6.
Okay. Now I'm breathing now. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Now I'm breathing. Yeah. Nigga, whoa, I was finna be like, so that make her.
Yeah, no.
30? Yeah, I was like, she what, 15? Nigga, I missed high school. I was like, damn.
No.
She get like, how many points she got so far in her career? Like, she might be at 1,000 points. Like, bro,
she get drafted.
Yeah, like, where's she at? Throughout your career, favorite shoes to play in?
Ooh.
What kicks?
Obviously the Kobe's, probably Kobe ones. Kobe one's my favorite.
Kobe one.
Yeah, they're my go-to.
Any other type of shoe? Like if you were to try another one.
I mean, I haven't even threw on another shoe to hoop in, to shoot around in, other than Kobe's.
Straight up.
He's done.
Was it just like the mold of it?
Yeah, it's just been like, I've been a Kobe. I remember that one year. I remember one year I was wearing Jordans and foam posits and shit. Like I was just doing anything. That shit fucked my feet up. That's why I was like,
yeah, that's why.
I was getting plantar fasciitis, blisters on my feet. I said, man, never again.
Damn.
Yeah, I ain't never.
I got plantar fasciitis, but I don't think it was from them. It was shit.
It might have been from the shoe.
No, they ended up telling me it was better that I was flat foot. So shit, they was basically telling me it's better that you just take a orthotic. They was like, you need to put the same orthotics in this. I'm like, the orthotic fucking me up, man. Yeah, I had a bunch of shit going. I was playing. If it wasn't like a brand new shoe, it didn't even feel good no more. Like once I molded them in, I was like, all right, I don't need those no more. I need something else.
See, for me, it's the opposite. It's like once they broken in, it's like, all right, now I can hoop.
Once that plantar fasciitis get on your ass.
I got playing a new shoe every game. I hate that breaking in shit.
Yeah.
It's something about it. It's like you walk in feeling like, I don't know.
Feeling like what?
I don't know, man. It's a league thing. You'll play it. Don't you get me wrong, though. If say I got off and I just like, I don't have another pair of those, I'll be like, yeah.
But I'm saying for us regular folk, like usually you do have one or two pair that if you're going to go hoop, like you'll wear those, especially if it's indoor.
No, you make it to the big leagues, kid. You wear your one shoe a game. You get those away at the end of the game. You do your thing. You get them things away after the game. Do your thing. Yeah, talking about regular folk. Well, you get to them big leagues, do your thing. Get them shits away.
And get plantar fasciitis as well. Don't forget about that.
He said that's why he was wearing foams and the rest of that. Which, by the way, a lot of people don't like wearing foams. I fare well in those. I do really well in foam pods. I've only literally had one bad game in foams.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I've had one. I had one game where I was like I wasn't happy. And I had on my copper foams. I was extremely mad that I didn't get off. I didn't shoot it well. I didn't rebound.
They're not heavy?
Not really to me. I'm you know what I'm saying? Like I play with my legs, so I ain't really tripping off them, I guess. It feel like they could endure the cuts and stuff that I gotta make. Like I could be powerful in those and not feel like my foot sliding out of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't. They look damn good, though. I tell you, when you put them foes on, whether you play good or not, you gonna look good for real. As a hometown kid, best and worst parts playing at USC, like, cause I went away for college. What's it like? Still feeling like you somewhere home?
The best part was just still giving the opportunity for see family and friends, being close to home.
Home cooked meals. So you got home cooked meals?
Yeah. I'd go home. Every after practice, after games, I'm still going to the house. It's only 20, 25 minutes away. You know what I mean? Like
you would do it too.
Matter of fact, I still was living in Compton my first 3 months.
That's what I'm saying. Like, gee, this sounds like you at the crib.
Like I basically was. You know what I mean? But that was the best part about it. The worst part about it was when you got to the second half of college and you realize, like, all right, I'm about to go pro.
Yeah.
Now it's like
everybody on you.
Yeah, what we on
what
today?
We doing?
You see what I'm saying? That was the worst part.
It's
where
like
it was like, oh
much.
Shit, like,
right.
I can't wait to
get up out of here.
You know what I mean? For
real. Damn. What? Cause I remember when I left. Well, I was at 10, but I came home. So I hadn't seen nobody.
Yeah. It was different.
And it was like, get drafted, lockout hit.
Yeah.
I came home, but I was broke.
Yeah.
So it was like, still motherfucker like, what we on? I'm going to practice. Yeah, I'm going to work out today.
You ain't got nothing.
Oh, bro, I got a little bit of something.
I ain't
thinking like everybody else went and got loans and shit.
Yeah.
Mine was pulling up in their whips and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was like, hell no. I had Happy Walters. They gave me a little rental and shit. They was like, we'll pay for this. They had gave me a little Tahoe or something. Like, cool shit.
Damn, motherfuckers was getting loan when that happened.
They was getting it in.
God,
Mine was loaning, going based off their contract and getting a nice little stipend.
Show us.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They was getting a nice little allowance. Motherfucker, I ain't owe shit when I came in. That's the best part. I was hosting parties. Shout out to clubs in Connecticut I was going to. Who else? New Jersey, fist pumping ass. I did some shit in Long Island. Bro, I was trying to make a little money, man, because I had nothing going on. Everybody in Chicago downtown, they let me host some. man, bro, I had put together like a good like 25 or 30,000, and I was chilling through the lockout off of just, you know what I'm saying, hosting parties. I'm like, we could host parties. I'm like, wow, this is wonderful. Like, I was gonna come out anyway,
right?
That's dope.
And get paid.
Oh yeah, I was doing that shit for like 1,500, 3,000. Didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Could have been busting their head.
No, because you were at the time you were broke. Couldn't.
True. Talk about the transition. Spending your whole life in SoCal and then being Canadian.
Man,
Being Canadian.
man, that was probably like, no bullshit. That was the toughest part of everything for me. Like, of the transition, that was the hardest part because I'm going from home to, I remember when winter hit and I still was wearing Chucks and my fucking feet used to be freezing cold. I didn't know.
Were you just hard-headed or you just?
I just didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, I really just was blind to the fact of like, yo, we about to be dealing with 20-degree weather. Like, I didn't know what coat to get. I didn't know nothing. So it was like, I remember the first time I got to the plane and all the old heads was like, yo, what the fuck is you wearing? Like, you gonna fuck around getting pneumonia what you wearing. You know what I mean?
Ain't gonna be good.
I remember J Jack took me to a little spot. I forgot what street
Goose.
that was on.
Oh,
Man, got me a couple Canada Gooses.
Yeah.
Got me, some Long Johns to put up on there, all that. And I was like, all right, I'm good. You know what I mean? But it was crazy because nobody else in my family had a passport. So I was in Canada my whole first year, dolo. Like, it was just me.
You had to rush your passport to go?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
You probably like, bro, what I need? A passport?
Yeah,
Like,
what you did the day before?
Yeah, it was like a couple days before, bro. I remember like getting it and like I remember the custom cars you gotta do going there. Like, I remember sitting on the plane confused, like,
word.
what the fuck? Like
I ain't gonna lie, that's the scariest
You just check. No, you just check no for everything unless you got
Yeah.
cash. If you got cash, you better tell the truth.
Oh, you know, that's on the
They
way back.
stripping
He talking about when you get over there.
Oh no, yeah, that's Canada though. They both ways, bro. Yeah,
like,
both ways.
It was like that was the biggest transition for me. You know what I mean? Getting over there, like, I ain't know where to go eat. Bro, I'm walking down, still I'm getting gyros off the street. Like I didn't know nothing, bro.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying,
Same shit I did.
yeah.
Right, but after like 3 weeks, you probably be like,
Yeah, it's just like,
I would
yo,
love to know where to get a real
like,
steak, like some real food.
I know you pissed off there, nigga, because Chicago the same shit. Chicago the same shit. 3 in the morning, get you a key, man. Come over here and get you a
whatever
ghetto.
you want.
Get you a ghetto. They gonna put onions on it, cheese, whatever the fuck you want, whatever you into.
Disrespectful.
Just put cheese on the ghetto?
Yeah, it's disrespectful. It is. We don't have to go there, but that's disrespectful.
What would you rather have?
What?
I ain't gonna say it. I'm not
please
even gonna
don't.
do it.
Yeah,
I wasn't
please
even
don't.
gonna do it. It's cool.
And everybody, shut the fuck up.
Hey, we talk on the show about mental health, right? I was originally one of them people that people be like, "Your mental health." I'm like, yeah, that sounds like an excuse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I will book it out of there or exit the conversation or room. And in my later years, I'm learning that, you know, everybody go through something different, and the mental health shit is real. Like, depression is real. You could slip into it. You could do all that. When we talk about mental health, do you do therapy? And what do you say to like the younger guys that if you do therapy, I don't know what. Matter of fact, we'll just start with that. Do you do therapy?
I've done it.
You've done it.
I don't do it consistently because for me, I found different therapeutic ways on how to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, even me just being conscious of understanding how to have a mature conversation with someone you could confide in about how you truly feel could create a whole dialogue that you having a whole therapeutic session unknowingly.
Straight up.
See what I'm saying? And it's crazy now for me, even being older, sometimes I find myself talking to somebody I'm close to and I get off the phone and you feel more relief than before the phone call.
Straight up.
You see what I'm saying? So to me, that's just as good as therapy. That's what I learned from me. I do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I talk to a therapist just to understand certain, ways mentally, how emotions may come and go.
Right.
You know what I mean? How to deal with it from a different perspective. But a lot of times, like shit, even coming and do this to be able to talk to somebody you could look, like me looking at you, knowing like I've known you when we didn't have shit.
At all.
You see what I'm saying? And we could really like pinpoint certain moments and look back at certain shit that we thought life was just fucking perfect. You see what I'm saying? We didn't have a care in the world.
Real
you see what I'm saying? And like being in our position that we in, we come across so many people that you can't really identify outside of whatever it is that you're doing now. So for me, it's like, it means more to me when I can look back at somebody that I have a past history with. And that person is grown and matured and understand, you know, the value of life. And when you can have those type of conversations, to me, that's a therapeutic session.
That's crazy. You might be the first person that really broke it. Yeah, said it like that. Especially that I just want you to know we're gonna take that tagline. My audio guy, great audio guy, he gonna take that because you said do that on this show. So you know what I'm saying? Come to Iman Amongst Men, man. Get your therapy, yo. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Should charge y'all for this shit. What if 200 a head? 200. What baby said? 200 an occasion. 200
an occasion.
200 an occasion. That's the rawest O I ever seen in my life.
I
don't know, but that's the rawest shit I ever saw from somebody. He did it so easy while he was still counting bread. Like 200. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's so, low-key disrespectful. Somebody doing the duck talk to me like this, I'm like, man, fuck you. Baby. I'll talk to you when you get your mind
right. What advice would you give younger players going into the league or in the league about maintaining a good mental health outlook as well as a physical health outlook?
Accept the journey. I think a lot of young guys come into the league expecting a journey, and it may not go that way like they expect. And sometimes you could get lost in a journey with thinking something's supposed to go a way that you think it's supposed to go. And it necessarily not going to go that way. And with that, it's supposed to go a way to where you're supposed to learn every step of the way. Don't let it feel like it's going to knock you down or put you in a negative place. Like, shit going to happen, shit going to be thrown at you for later down the line. You know what I mean? Like, and I think a lot of people they get lost in that, and you see a lot of people become rebellious, complain, you know, make excuses and all that.
Yeah.
Listen, accept the journey. You know what I mean? Once you walk out that door, accept everything that comes with it, long as you know you're going the right direction. You know what I mean? And that's being focused, staying on point, and wanting to be better on and off the court. Let everything else happen. You're gonna grow from that, and that's my advice I always give a young guy.
That's dope. You know, every NBA team now is required to have a licensed
therapist.
They have to have a licensed therapist, and when you think of being a part of the NBA, do you feel like it's a proud badge to have as far as the care that they're doing for their players, both mentally and physically? As far as just giving us outlets?
For sure. You know, it's definitely a dope concept because we gotta care for everything else.
Yeah.
We gotta care for everything else. So
straight up.
Why not that? So when I look at it, it's definitely an honor that shit, I played a part in that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, I played a part in that. That means a lot. So if it helps one person, that's all you can ask for, because that one person could help countless of other people with the value and everything that they carry alone. You know what I mean? Right. So just looking at it is definitely a dope thing that I feel like, damn, I had some type of effect to.
Man, I touched on that subject of just like the mental. Like, I definitely didn't see the mental side, and I wish physically, like, I don't know, like.
You mean you didn't see the mental side of like adjusting and
the mental side of anything? Like, I've never. I think just being our daddy's son, like, it's like, bro, I've never mentally tried to
like been stuck in your head about something,
or just even allow myself the grace of mental health being real. Like,
I was the same way, bro.
Like,
I was
damn near being.
I was the exact same way, and it took for me to have my kids to open up another side of empathy to understand, like
that's my shit too.
You know what I mean? Because it used to be days, and when I had my daughter, it's like, why the fuck I'm mad at everybody? Why I'm like on some like fuck everything type shit today? Why I'm just so
the
negative?
Energy is there.
You know what I mean? Like I'm walking out with this whole disdain that's not me, and it's like, what the fuck? Why I'm this? Or, you know, I remember it was a time I'm sitting in the house and I hear the kids drop something and I just lose it. Like, man, what the fuck?
That's it.
What
that's it.
Fuck. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
that's
yo,
it.
They didn't do nothing wrong. They didn't try to do nothing wrong.
Talk.
Like, what's wrong with me? Why I'm overly reacting? You know what I mean? And now I gotta pinpoint certain moments of why I may be like this. You know what I mean? It got to a point, I ain't gonna lie, I told myself, I remember looking myself in the mirror and said, I don't want to be a retired, rich, grumpy motherfucker because I didn't figure out what was going on with me mentally. You see what I'm saying? Because it's easy to channel this shit on the court. It's 2 hours out the day. That's 48 minutes in a game, bro. You know what I mean? Like, when I walk off this court, I got to deal with reality. You know what I mean? So I don't want to deal with reality and be a negative motherfucker all the time and taking out shit that I went through at 16, 17 that I haven't even addressed out on somebody who has no clue about it. You know what I mean?
No clue.
Especially
got nothing to do with
especially the kids.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, even me saying that, like, I'm still not perfect to this day. I still have my fucking moments where, but now I know when I had those moments, I know, like, let me go sit over here.
Yeah, check yourself.
Let me get a minute. You know what I mean?
No, that's real. That's real.
So it's real. Like I was the same way, just like you saying. I was the same way, bro.
I used to be like, bro, that can't be. Bro. I'm like depressed. I'm like, bro, why don't you just get up? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took me to actually get in one of them modes where it's like, I'm like, damn, I ain't even acting like me. Like,
well, that's that's a little bit of like a desensitized situation. Because like when you're younger, remember we was talking about it before with another therapist, but like you're kind of two different people. When you're younger, you can do that because there's no expectance or understanding. Sure. Like when you're younger, you're okay with not, like if somebody don't come and explain some shit after some bad shit happened, if they don't come explain it to you, you're probably not going to know how to place it, like depending on how bad it was or how good it was or how it affected you. But when you do, it's weird. When you do, there's that, there's an expectance from the other side, and then they want an understanding. And when you don't get it, that's when you get in that, that dark place, or that's when you feel like,
it's like, what why the fuck won't is they do this on the other side?
Or it's like, in my situation, it was, why don't they understand me? Like, what am I doing to the point where it's like people are scared, or people don't even want to hear what I got to say anymore, or they don't want to believe me, and it's just like I'm trying to prove something to, like myself and somebody else, and it's like they don't even have nothing to do with
That's real.
I ain't focused on nothing but physical health, and then my first major injury was my ACL, and I was like, damn, so physical health, this shit for real, man. He really can blow your knee out and this shit be over with, shorty. I gotta really do rehab. I'm like, fuck, 8 months? Shit.
And seeing your situation firsthand, really like I was praying to God, like, man, I'm thankful that this motherfucker did it, now in the 2000s. Like, imagine if we were like in the 80s or early 90s. It's like, you're done. Yeah, you're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick to be thinking about that. You ain't what? Who was y'all was in the playoffs that year? That me, D-Rose, both blew out. It was 12.
12. No.
12.
No.
12. I'm trying to think of who the playoff picture was. I'm like, who was we playing?
Chicago was playing Philly when D-Rose got hurt.
Yeah.
I forgot who y'all was playing.
Miami.
Yeah, it was Miami.
It was 1-8 Miami.
It was first round.
That's why I was trying to see the playoff picture for a second. I was finna be let me find out if me and D-Rob finna say, man, if somebody who advanced out over that. You know what I'm saying? I might have gave somebody a ring or something. You know what I'm saying? No, I gave nigga a ring and shit, man. Shit crazy. We Chicago kids. What's your impression of playing in Chicago, finally getting to touch the city the right way? Man, the love, the energy, the culture, everything about Chicago has been fucking like incredible, man. You know what I mean? Like the way they took me in. I mean, just fucking driving to the arena, just feeling like I remember watching the Bulls when I was young. You know what I mean? Going down that ramp, going down the ramp, walking through that tunnel. You see what I'm saying? Like you just feel that aura of my childhood. You know what I mean? Watching the Bulls.
How do it feel
like,
when the star lineup?
Oh man, it never fails. I mean, I always felt like that when I played away team.
Yes.
I always was
yeah.
I swear to God, it was always they always had that iconic.
It make
intro.
your skin crawl.
It's just like
you be like, you gotta hoop.
You gotta hoop. You know what I mean? Like you feel it.
It's the United Center, Boston Garden, and Staples Center. You feel like, for me, them was my arenas that I feel like
I gotta put Madison.
See, I played with the Knicks, so I think it took away from the twinkle that I would have felt. Like, cause I came with a chip on my niggas told me I was going undrafted. I was kind of sick in the head. I didn't appreciate it until like halfway through the season, and then I expected it because it was like, nigga, it's lit. Nigga, this is New York, this is Madison Square, it's gonna be lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. I no longer was like, I didn't have that moment where it was like, wow.
And appreciate
I wasn't thinking like, yo, John Starks. I'm like, man, these niggas think I can't hoop. They booed me.
Right. Yeah.
All right, bet.
True.
Bet. Like, that's how I came in. But Boston, that smoke clear off the court, it just felt like, damn, Larry and Mike was going at it in this mug. Like, oh shit, like it's the exact same floor.
Weirdly, Boston feels like people are in there smoking. Like the whole game, I don't know why it feels like it. Even though you don't smell it,
they don't smoke in Chicago at the game.
Yeah,
y'all better, and if you do, cut that out, man. What are y'all doing? Stop. They had to dance. I know y'all seen the stripper at y'all game, bro.
Man, we didn't see it to after.
Wait, what?
That shit was hilarious. What?
Oh, the city is lit. The city is lit. The city is lit, nigga. They can't stop them, nigga. They can't stop them.
I think what's that?
DeMar DeRozan, they packing somebody out.
We played
man.
the Lakers that day, right?
They packing somebody out for them, man, and they just went up there and you look up in the box and they just got the dancing. They throwing money, trickling money. The fans is loving it. It's lit. I'm like,
that shit was crazy.
All I'm thinking is, man, I wonder which player looked up like, hey, G, they scripting. Like,
I don't think we seen it.
Who the first person that called it?
Yeah, who the first person that said they had singles? Like, hey, G, like, what's going on? Like,
we didn't see it afterwards, bro.
Oh, y'all just looked at it online?
Yeah, we looked at, and then we was like, we was tripping, bro. We was tripping.
It's
like,
that type of city, though, man.
Yo, they was in there. Then what made it more funnier, the next morning I woke up, that shit was on the news,
everywhere.
Right? It was
everywhere. Oh yeah. And even the newscasters was laughing like,
they nothing to do with it.
Like they interviewing them and all that. I'm like, yo.
Oh, I didn't know they.
No laws were broken. Bro, you know what I'm saying? It's outrageous.
Technically, I was in Atlanta at the time, so I didn't see the news. I didn't know that they did that.
They interviewed
her or the guys that started.
I think they interviewed the dude. They was just like,
wow, wow. They not even in the box. Those like the 300
people
coming 300s box.
Yeah. That is the box. Okay, I see the glass. Okay, I see the glass.
This is skybox.
Yeah, they was
going nutty.
Yeah, they was getting to it.
I'm trying to told you something.
They was getting to it.
Wow.
Give it up one time for Chicago, man. Chicago, man. I see what y'all doing. The 300 level. Get your tickets. Get your tickets, man. Come watch DeMar. Shot fake. If he get him up, he get him up. You know what I'm saying? How have you approached improving your game? You're going to be heading into your 15th season. How do you approach it? And
what are you adding?
Yeah, well, I can't do that because now you fucking up his chances for next year. You tell a nigga like me like that on the podcast. I'm watching.
Especially you.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
I mean, just continue to improve. It's always weaknesses, you could work on, you could spot out from the previous year. And with me, I always like being with the young guys. I think the young guys always keep you fresh, keep you new, keep you sharp, figuring out new ways, new things, and even stealing stuff from them. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I always was big on. Just trying to always keep myself around the young guys. They push you to a different level. You know what I mean? Like, it's always easy to stick to your old ways when you working out with the older guys, but with the young guys, they're gonna test you for sure.
What's the biggest advice you can give a young guy?
Discipline. Like, really understanding the word of discipline and sticking to it. Like, that's like, if you really understand that, you'll be fine. Most of these guys don't have discipline. They feel like they do enough. They'll make excuses. They'll be like, no, being disciplined. Set a goal and be disciplined to that goal.
You make it sound so easy.
I know. Shit hard. This shit
it's
definitely
really hard though.
Hey, listen, it's definitely hard.
It's really hard.
Like, if you want to be anything special and last for a long time, it comes with discipline.
Though not an easy thing to do. That is a very simple way to think about it. Like, discipline will lead you in the right direction in so many ways.
What's Mike Tyson said it recently. I saw he said it's like he described discipline as doing something you love, doing something you hate like you love it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
that's real.
I'd never looked at it like that. Like, to me, discipline is just like having enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna just go do this. I think
with discipline for me, I've always thought of discipline as like it's some shit I want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm acting disciplined. Like, it's crazy.
What you mean, some shit you want to do?
I've always, my bad, I'm having a therapy moment from when I talked to my therapist. I don't like people having, like, being able to put me in a discipline. Like, if you're not my father, I don't like you disciplining me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So if it's like outside of that, it's like my biggest thing was becoming to a point where it's like, you can't discipline me. I can only discipline myself.
Right.
Like, if I don't want to do it, I'm just not doing it.
Right.
Like, so for him to even say it, that's crazy that, like, that quote from him. Cause it's like, to be disciplined in something in life, did he always feel like he had somebody telling him? You know what I'm saying?
No, clearly he didn't. But
what do you be? That's what I'm saying. Doing something you don't want to do.
He said speaking. No, he's saying like anything you don't want to do.
Like when you get to the point, like, I don't want to go to that.
There you go.
That's same. It's kind of like the Muhammad Ali quote when he say he hated training. He hated working out. He hated working out, but he loved winning that much.
Yeah, he loved the show.
You see what I'm saying?
That he was willing to do.
So you have to be disciplined on going and put in the work to get the outcome and shit. You see what I'm saying? I think so many people they not disciplined enough to go through the tough part of some shit, but they want everything that comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, a motherfucker, I want a championship, but what is you doing to really prepare yourself for that? Is you gonna stay disciplined with everything that needs to be done on that journey for you to get a championship?
Straight up.
Most people ain't. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Damn.
But I do get your point.
That's wild.
But it's just crazy because I'm like, damn, I want to go look up
that's
the word
again
now.
though, that's the younger you though. Like, you didn't have to deal with that. It's like when you get older, I feel like as a man especially, like, you have to deal with how people feel about you to a certain point. And when you were younger, you didn't have to. When you're disciplined and you know how people feel and you know what's expected of you and you know what you need to do, it's a different story.
Discipline is giving up what you want now for what you want most.
There it is.
Damn.
Y'all quick.
That's the actual definition.
Y'all quick. Yeah. Some good old president's quote.
Oh man.
There we go. There we go. He keeping us alive.
Man.
Yeah, he keeping us alive here.
Oh, John, I really was finna be like, no
Webster's?
way that. Yeah, I was like, no way that's the definition. I was like, that's the beautifully written definition. Hell no. What is it? Pull it up a little bit.
The practice of training people to obey rules.
Oh yeah.
Or a code of behavior.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see why I ran away from that word real young. Ran away from that word. They ain't disciplining me. Teaching people how to obey rules. And a code of behavior.
But that's what I said. It's different when you have
father. I said my father can do that. Everybody else, I was very
But
early.
you can do it to yourself though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I was like, I'm gonna do it for myself. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's where it gets different.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
now.
if I tell myself this is my plan, I want to be fucking an all-star.
You can't get in the way of that.
I can't. Nothing else could get in the way of it. Nothing else. Like, I can't.
No cheat days.
I can't let. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't short. Let me be disciplined on this goal. You know what I mean? And that's how I look.
You
at
ever
it.
had to remove people because they fucking up your discipline?
For sure. And I think it was.
Which one hurt the most?
And how do you recognize when it's time to do that?
I don't think I had to like actually do it. I think me just being disciplined going one way, if you couldn't keep up with it, you just can't fell off.
Not
you
enough,
see what I'm saying?
Not enough room in the car.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm this way with it. Like I'm never been intrigued by wanting to hang out, go on vacations with a motherfucker, do this. I don't want to hang with it. Like I never been that person. None of that has ever been intriguing to me. Other than whatever it was that I felt. So if you was a motherfucker that was with me and wanted to go do that, I'm not gonna stop you. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm going this way. If you want to branch off and do that, that's you. You know what I mean? And by the time you try to come back, I'm long gone. I'm long gone. There's nothing you could do to catch up or nothing. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
So it's like, I ain't never had to actually do it. It's like, yo, you see me going this way.
That's true.
Like, could have got in the car. You took too long. Yeah. They got in. We gone.
Or we just drove off. Like, door's still open. We just drove off.
Fatherhood's a big theme on the show. Yeah. How has being a father changed your life?
Man, it's everything, man. Having 4 girls and 1 boy. Shit, man. They my motivation. They my
boy got him a whole team.
5-piece nugget.
They get it done, boy.
They my motivation, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they my motivation. They my passion, my joy, my happiness. They're everything. They're a splitting image of me in just a different light. And it's on me just to mold them in the right way with all the mistakes that everything that I've been through, just teaching them the right way. You know what I mean? They give me a different belief and outlook on just life in general.
What vehicle do you use to ride your kids around?
Man.
Are you a family van? You sound like a family van guy.
You know, it's crazy. I think I'm about to get to that
Real
point.
talk. You might be that guy.
About to be the family guy.
I ain't gonna lie. They got a Kia with it looked like a truck in the front.
He already got one.
Oh, you already got it?
He's shaped like a man in the back. He got a lot of leg space too, boy.
They got the automatic door.
Oh, bro. It got everything. It got the TV, iPad for the kids. It got the double sunroof. I'm like, man, this a Kia?
Man.
He's like, word, 35 racks? What?
That's all you need.
They couldn't fit it.
I'll never forget coming to Atlanta and he picked me up in that.
Oh, bro, it's slick.
Driving fast and everything, too.
It's slick, too. They ain't even pay me for this, but it's slick. You press the button, automatic to the back. The kids know how to work all the buttons because it got the drawing on there, so they know they helping. Like,
you good.
Love that car. It's smart. Yeah, it'll tell you left something open. Like, you left the sunroof open. Like, thanks. Like, you feel me? It'll brake for you because it know you supposed to really be a mom because you driving it. So like, you drive, you get too close to something, it'll just brake for you. You're like, thanks. Like.
Artificial intelligence are good for something.
Fuck that. See, I see what you're doing, man. Only AI we respecting is iPhone, nigga. We like, that's your. I ain't gonna take your question.
Don't take my question.
Don't take your question.
We like to ask all of our guests before we let you go. What are you working on right now on improving on yourself?
Man, that's a good question.
Don't you drop it right in your lap, bro?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the way you ask. That's his favorite.
That's a good question.
Love that question.
Good question.
Love it. Because you don't think about that on a normal basis, especially if
you
really don't.
You don't think that one.
Shit, if you wasn't working on something, you're gonna be working after this.
No, for sure. I think for me, physical fitness has always been one way for me to work on myself, or just always finding different ways to push and challenge myself. Always gave me a different side of like humbleness outside of it. You know what I mean? Because it's like you look at it, it's like the older you get, it's not, you don't recover like you used to 10 years ago.
Damn, so
you know what I mean? You don't, a lot of things is different from 10 years ago when you do certain things. So it's a different type of push and different type of challenge that you find within yourself as you continuing to push yourself through any physical fitness for me.
Okay. Is that just working out, or that's just like trying other sports?
Yeah, I always just try to try something new. You know what I mean? Like, it could be fucking swimming. It could be, boxing. It could always just be something new outside of
my too.
our norm. You know what I mean? Like, our norm, we could when we 50, we could pick up a basketball and be like, look, youngster, I still got it. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I always just try to find something on the outside that gives me a different type of like humbleness upon myself and be like, oh shit, all right, like
something you need to work at.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Something you need to work at, because I never want to just get stagnant in life with just doing the same thing over and over and over and over. So for me, I always just try to find something new and like indulge in the moment, and that helps find another sense of me. You know what I mean? Like one of my trainers, I remember he always used to tell me, we'd go to the beach and run, and he always used to say, I'm gonna bring the bitch out of you, meaning he gonna push you to a point to where you find another part in you that you didn't know you had. Right. It may be you saying like, God damn, I'm tired. Right. See, there go that bitch. I knew I had it. Now we gotta get that out. So next time we do it, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I'm gonna break you down. So
yeah,
it's
like the B word pissing you off.
Yeah, it's like, man, hell no. Next time we do it, hey, this bitch ain't gonna be here. I'm telling you, I'm about to get it out. You know what I mean? But you reflecting on, damn, that motherfucker was in me. So
we should name that the episode. Bring that bitch out. They're gonna be like, what?
Right, DB. What's wrong with them?
Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with them?
It's aggressive. Like, it works.
I mean, it worked. Like even like one of my man, I took him to a amusement park. He my teammate. I took him to a amusement park. He hate roller coasters.
Which one? Why you point him out? Damn.
My man Pat.
They hugging him and everything. They're like, yep.
Anytime a nigga rub your shoulders,
this is a prime example. This is a prime example.
You went through it up there.
This is a prime example of the point I'm trying to make on how I worked on myself, right? I remember he was terrified of roller coasters, right? We go to Six Flags. I made him get on every ride and sit next to me. I look him in the eye, the whole going up, right? He's screaming, yelling, all this shit. But when the ride is over, he was like, that shit wasn't that bad. Okay. Got the bitch up out of him. You see what I'm saying? Now he like, man, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Okay. But you ready now? You ready?
But
you ready?
But you find and you overcome a side of you probably would never know. So for me, I'm always in search of those things. I'm working on myself to kind of be better, because it opens up a different like chamber of something that I didn't know I had in me. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
He like Coach Carter.
Right.
Yo, bro, he gonna be naming his plays after his daughters and shit.
For real.
Before we let you go, anything you got you want to promote?
Man, nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. As soon as you asked me to come on the show, bro, I was like, I don't even think 30 seconds went by. I'm like,
and then we just gonna promote the Bulls there. My nigga played for Chicago Bulls. You ain't got your tickets, get them. You see how they doing in the 300 level. See what we doing.
Right, don't feel bad about the nosebleed.
Listen, when you get to the Madhouse on Madison, you hear me? You see how we doing in the 300 section. You can get them tickets too. Again, man, always a pleasure. Thank y'all for rocking with us on Iman Amongst Men. I am Iman Shumpert.
And I'm Ari Shumpert.
Thanks to our guest, DeMar DeRozan. Give it up one time.
Appreciate you, bro.
Now make sure you go to rate 5 stars, review and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast.
And to watch the full video episode, you're going to head over to Uninterrupted's YouTube and click subscribe.
And until next time, y'all, we are gone.